All right, so good morning to traders. Welcome to this lovely, what's it today? The 19th of April. The time now is 11 South African time. All right, I know I wasn't been online for a long time. I've just been very busy this last 2 weeks. And, my shows, I've been so busy. And I try not to touch the trading, especially when I'm busy with other things. Because when you trade, you need to have your full concentration and your full focus on the trading. So now that my heavy 2 weeks are done, and I can get back to the trading. All right, so I do have this US30 open. Unfortunately, other trades didn't work out, so it's one of those things. You move on from it, you just go on. All right, so the US30 I've got open here. With the rising, the US30 is the only stocks that I basically trade, is the only stock market asset that I trade is the US30, the Dow Jones. So with fears of a recession in the States, I would like to be on the sell side of the US30, because usually when recession comes, it means there are fear in the market. It means that stocks get sold off. So I would like to be on the sell side of the US30, and I've got the slightest feeling that it might start tapping down to the downside, because the recession is quite real in the States, especially if you see the jobless numbers and you see all those numbers that came in. Yeah, it's scary. So I jumped into the trade as it got there. It was a bit on. Oh no, sorry, I jumped in there. It was a bit playing around, but it looks like it's tapping down to the downside. So let's hope so. All right, so let's go jump to the next one. The Aussie USD. So I'm on the 4-hour chart at the moment. I got my FIP retracement on there. Let me just jump quickly to the daily, because that's how I do my trades. As I go from daily, I see where it is on the daily, and where all the important bits are. That's a nice important bit there. All right, so there is a nice support line. I do see that the market is on the downside. It is down. Well, it made a higher high, basically a double top here with a down. So let's see. Let me go to the daily in quickly. I just want to see, this support is being respected a lot. So I do think we're in the middle of a little bit of an up, but I'm going to leave this. It's unsure, uncertain. It's between these. If it breaks through here, comes back for a retest, I will take a buy. But I'm sure. Look, the Aussie dollar is doing good, especially against the US, with the US insecurities. Um, this one, this is the Euro USD that I'm on also at the moment. I'm thinking about taking a trade if it gets back to this level of support. I will definitely jump in for a buy opportunity on the Euro USD, especially with the USD being in a quite a bit of a downtrend, being a bit on the downside. Well, the US dollar did do a little bit of a spike, a little bit of a run, as you can see it, but I don't think it's going to last very long. So I'll wait for this one to get back to this zone, and I might jump in for a buy opportunity on this. It's all just waiting. Or remember, as you can see with the NZD we seem to have a nice little resist over here. It's being respected the whole time. As price gets to it, it jumps back. So what I've done, I have put a sell order in here that I have. It's an order, so if price gets to the zone, it will pick up on my trade and will put me into a trade for a big selling position. And I do think once it gets here, it's going to be a big sell off happening in here. But I've got my trade already set up there. If it gets there, it will go. All right, so on the gold side, with the uncertainties in the stock market and the uncertainties of how can I say it, the recession from the States, you have to keep an eye out on this gold, because if things go bad for the dollar, people tend to jump to gold. So if the stock market is doing bad, the gold will go good. So I will keep an eye. As soon as I see the stock market start plummeting down, I will think of buy opportunities at a nice level of support over here. So I might jump in for a buy, but I'll have to see first what the stock market does on the gold side. Okay, so for the CAD Swiss franc, at the moment I'm looking at the CAD Swiss franc and I'm thinking of jumping in because this is a major support level. It's a daily support level. It's a very big support level, and you see the kind of rejection it gets once it gets into this level. So they also once again got nice rejection. So I'm gonna wait for this one to see. I'm on the 4-hour chart. As soon as I start seeing some higher highs, some higher lows forming, I will definitely look for a resist or a support, and I will jump in on this for a buy opportunity. So first I need to see things happening there, because now at the moment we're in a ranging market. It's ranging. It's not moving anywhere, it's just ranging. Alright, so I'll wait for my confirmation of that. Oh, Aussie Aussie NZD. Aussie NZD. I want to go to the daily. I want to show you guys quickly something with the Aussie NZD. Now, on the daily, you can see that we at a nice level of support and resistance. So this level is being respected a lot of times. So I do know that this is a great level to start looking for a sell opportunity. Now I'm looking for a sell opportunity because I do see that it was a nice clear breakthrough. This line came back for a retest and down, and I can see rejection over here. So on the 4-hour chart, that's what I'm looking at the moment. I'm keeping my eye on the Aussie NZD to see when I start seeing some lower lows forming, some lower highs forming. Then I will definitely start jumping into this one for a sell opportunity. I'm just waiting for some confirmation, then I will definitely look out for a sell. But I'm keeping my eye on this one. So let's see. Euro yen at the moment. Hey, the euro yen. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with this euro yen, because at the moment, yes, we are at a major level of resistance over here. You can see it got rejected. It got rejected. But I've got the slight suspicion that the euro might push up and push on because of the current position of the euro. With the slagging dollar, the euro has got a little bit more momentum to it. So I am waiting also to see if I can see some nice rejection. If I do see nice rejection candles, I see long wicks, then of course I'm going to jump in for a sell opportunity on this asset over here. This is the euro yen. So we do see it's at this level of resistance. I just need to see rejection. At the moment, still a lot of buyers and still a lot of buying pressure. This to me, I will not want to jump in, especially if I see that the buyers have got the market. I'll only jump in once I see that the bears have got the market. So I want to see lower lows forming, and I want to see some action going down. Then I'll jump in for a sell. But yes, this is my trading for the week and for the next week ahead. And just keep a close eye on the gold, of course, and on the stock market. I'll keep a close eye on it because I am desperately sure I'm going to start buying gold soon, especially if the stock market starts pointing towards the downside. But from my side, have a great one. Have a good trading day. Cheers, cheers.